Yes. On to my left, the mic at the back, a non-Muslim brother.
Good evening, sirs. My name is M.S. Sridharan. I am a bank officer. And I have been earning my salary from my bank, from the bank's main income, that is interest. I have some Muslim friends who have reservations, even taking a food or tea from my home, assuming that my source of income is from the main interest income of the bank. Please clarify if the interest as mentioned in the Holy Quran is the same that the modern bank is practicing receiving or paying. Once again, my question is incomplete, I'm sorry. And I have my own professional difficulty mobilizing deposits from my Muslim friends or lending loans to them also because they involve receipt or payment of interest. Please clarify the positions.
The brother being a non-Muslim, he works in the bank. He asked a question that why do Muslims resist, don't come to his house? Because he's earning money from interest. What does Islam have to say about interest? And he finds the difficulty mobilizing fund from the Muslims. Brother, the Arabic word mentioned is riba. Riba means interest as well as usury. Some people, they think that riba does not mean interest, but it includes interest as well as usury. Interest, according to the dictionary, means money earned on money lent. And usury means exorbitant interest. Both usury and interest, both are prohibited. And the Quran mentions the word riba in no less than 8 different places. In Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 130. In Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 161. It's mentioned in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 275 thrice. In Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 276. As well as in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 278 and 279. I'll just translate the last verse. Surah Baqarah, chapter 2, verse number 278 and 279 says that if you give up not your demands of riba, of interest, then take notice of a war from Allah and His Rasul. So anyone who deals with interest, gives interest or takes interest, he is waging a war with Almighty God Allah and with the Messenger Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is one of the major sins in Islam. One of the major sins. And one of these says, one of the lower level of interest is equivalent to doing zina, adultery with your mother. Now what is the logic behind it? You can hear my talk on interest-free economy promulgated by the Quran. It's a big talk. Logically for me to prove to you why interest is haram, it will take a few hours, which will not be possible now. But in short, the reason interest is prohibited because it makes a rich person more rich and a poor person more poor. And furthermore, interest encourages many evils. Like if you know in the 80s, most of the bank, they funded gambling dens, they funded alcohol bars, etc. In Islam, we believe in profit and loss sharing. See, today, you being a banker, you know, the company which has the least debt is a better company. This interest was started by King George V, the banking system. He is the main culprit. Previously it wasn't there. And now, to make the rich people more rich. If a poor person wants loan from a bank, it's difficult. You want to see what is his asset, how much is he earning. So it's more difficult for a poor man to get loan. And furthermore, if you analyze the top companies, they are debt-free companies. Therefore, today we find stock listing. You know, Anil Ambani, he floated the Reliance Power. How many? 1.1 lakh crores. You got 100 times more than what he wanted. No bank would have given him so much money. What he did? He floated stock. What is stock? It is Islamic system, profit and loss sharing. Correct? In interest, it is haram because there are many negative factors. In Islam, we believe in profit and loss sharing. You know, you buy shares. You buy shares of a company. If you make profit, you get profit. If you make loss, you make a loss. It's not fixed. 8%, 9%. And the other person makes a lot of money. So what they do, they float shares. So if you buy stock of a halal company, as long as it's not alcohol company, it's not bank, it's not haram activity, it is Islamic. So we in Islam believe in profit and loss sharing. Anil Ambani, he floated he got 100 times more than what he wanted. Correct? 1.1 lakh crores. In 1 hour itself, he got more than 10 times than what he wanted. Why? People thought, okay, if I invest with Anil Ambani, I'll not get that fixed 8%, 9%, 10%. I'll make 20%, 30%, 50%. You know, and the mutual funds, if you're a banker, JM Basics, number one, 116% in 1 year. So what in Islam we believe? In profit and loss sharing. That's the reason riba, fixed interest, fixed amount on money earned or money lent is haram. For more details, refer to my video cassette, Interest-Free Economy Promulgated by the Quran. That's the reason if you change your bank from a conventional bank to Islamic bank, inshallah you'll have Muslim customers. Inshallah. And today, the Indian government, the RBI, the finance minister, hasn't given permission for a true Islamic bank. But there are people approaching him. I myself spoke to Chidambaram when he came to Saudi Arabia. And there are high possibilities. Manmohan Singh, our Prime Minister, initially he was the finance minister. He understands finance better. There are high possibilities, inshallah. He's studying the system. Along with the Prime Minister, Manmohan Singh, and the Finance Minister, Mr. Chidambaram, there are high possibilities very soon that we'll have an Islamic system. And you surely see to join an Islamic bank. That's the reason today Citibank has Islamic window. HSBC has Islamic window. Most of the international banks have Islamic window. Why? Because they find they'll make more profit and they'll give more profit to the clients. It is Islamic. So if we follow the Sharia, the Quran and Sahih Hadith, you also earn and you let others also earn. Hope that answers the question, brother.
Thank you very much.